I want to visit with you, Ms. Maskey, but before I do, I just want to clear one thing up. Professor Bridges, you said several times, you've used a phrase, I want to make sure I understand what you mean by it. You've referred to people with a capacity for pregnancy. Would that be women?
Many women, cis women, have the capacity for pregnancy. Many cis women do not have the capacity for pregnancy. There are also trans men who are capable of pregnancy, as well as non-binary people who are capable of pregnancy.
So this isn't really a women's rights issue.
We can recognize that this impacts women while also recognizing that it impacts other groups. Those things are not mutually exclusive, Senator Hawley.
So to be clear, it's kind of a gotcha question by Senator Hawley. She should definitely know that she has it coming. And it's the correct question to ask because you have to be able to cut through the lies that these progressives, these radicals tell. But you can tell by her haughty demeanor and the way that she treats a sitting U.S. senator how she might treat her classroom.
Oh, so your view is that the core of this right then is about what?
So I want to recognize that your line of questioning is transphobic, and it opens up trans people to violence by not recognizing that.
Wow, you're saying that I'm opening up people to violence by asking whether or not women are the folks who can have pregnancies?
So this is the go-to defense by the radicals whenever you bring up a question, a logical question, that you are transphobic, that you're racist, that you're a bigot, whatever slur that they desire to throw at you, that they can get to stick, that they can get to move the conversation into a different manner. And again, this is a sitting U.S. senator that she's addressing in such a manner. Imagine how she is to somebody with less power or somebody who she perceives has less power than her. Continue.
So I want to note that 1 out of 5 transgender persons have attempted suicide. So I think it's important
because of my line of questioning?
Because,
so we can't talk about it?
Because denying that trans people exist and pretending not to know that they exist.
I'm denying that trans people exist by asking you if you're talking about women having pregnancy?
So life is hard for the majority of people, and it's got to be a lot harder if you are trans and you have this condition of the mind that makes you believe that if only you identified as something different, if only you were in a different body, you'd be happy. You still have the same mind. Most people get to that body and they are still, unfortunately, unhappy, which accounts for the high rate of suicide. Is not correlated or caused at all by people questioning whether or not they are remaining male if they go to trans women or vice versa or whatever the language is. And I'm not even trying to be disrespectful, but I will be disrespectful of this woman.
Do you believe that men can get pregnant?
No, I don't think men can get
So you are
pregnant.
denying that trans people exist?
And that
Look at the question that she offers him. So you don't believe that men can get pregnant? No. Men cannot get pregnant. That is a biological fact. And the idea that it is a gotcha question because we don't ascribe to your crazy, non-biologically based ideology that you get to change the definition of words and coerce us into, by shaming us, by putting us on the guillotine, whatever mode that you would get away with, and you believe me, they would if they could, then that's a gotcha question. Oh, thank you. You're just demonstrating your ignorance. No, you're demonstrating your ignorance of biology.
leads to violence. Is this how you run your classroom? Are students allowed to question you?
Absolutely.
Or are they also treated like this, where
No,
they're told that they're opening up people to violence?
We have a good time in my class. You should join.
Oh, I bet.
You might learn a lot.
Wow, I would learn a lot. I've learned a lot just in this exchange.
Absolutely.
Extraordinary.
Yeah, I guarantee you that anybody who questions the orthodoxy is thrown out into the cornfield, so to speak. They are exorcised. They are banished from participating politely. And many people hold back their opinions because they don't want to be ostracized, that they don't want to be made feel that they are not part of the group. And thus you get ideological conformity by scaring others, as she no doubt does. But once again, I share this video with you guys so that you can see the behavior of the crazy radicals that now believe that if you don't believe that a man can get pregnant, then you are denying the existence of trans people. And that is a gotcha question to demonstrate your ignorance and stupidity. This is where we're going. You guys have to stand up and say, yes, no thank you, nine. And don't allow this craziness to persist. thumb up the video, subscribe, hit the all notification bell. Peace.